Hello financial investors and welcome to the channel. My name is Brent and today is the 22nd of June 2020 with one last week here left in June before just 2 days next week, and then we're going to be jumping into July already. What we're going to be doing today is quickly taking a look at stock futures, which do appear to be positive going into Monday, so we may see this Monday be pretty positive, and then depending on the news that comes out in the afternoon or throughout the week, we may see this week actually be pretty positive here in the future. So let's see how it all turns out. So we're going to go ahead and cover stock futures, then we're going to go into the M1 Finance Roth IRA account, take a look at the performance for this past week, what stocks were up, what stocks were down, what dividends were paid out. We did get paid out quite a bit of dividends this past week, well over $20 in a single week, so that's very nice to see that added into the total dollar amount that we're going to be able to invest this upcoming week. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into the actual stock account and decide what stocks we're going to be purchasing this upcoming week. I have added Seeking Alpha to this video as a portion, and we're actually going to be using that to see which stocks have X dividends coming up and kind of showcase why I will be buying the stock that I'm going to be buying. So if you are interested in, staying around, definitely stay around. But if you are interested in stocks and dividends, hit the subscribe button below. I cover all sorts of stock market dividend related videos. If you do enjoy this video, find it helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, want to let me know what stocks you're purchasing or looking at this week, go ahead and drop them into the comment section down below, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So as we said earlier, we can see here stock futures are positive with the S&P 500 up a little over 1/4%, the Nasdaq up nearly 2/4, and the Dow Jones kind of, below the S&P and the Nasdaq, but still positive, a 0.18%. Now the Hong Kong market is open, so overseas in China, they are currently open. They're down about 0.9%, so almost 1% down to the negative, and this could be because of the relapse of the pandemic re-hitting and affecting their schools. I did see an article out there that had to close down some of their schools, and that the whole thing that's been happening right now in the world is kind of making its return over there. So these other markets, they haven't yet opened. It's not quite 12 yet. I think the other markets overseas, such as Germany and England, they open up around 1 in the morning Pacific time here. So we'll kind of see at the end of this video if this sort of information here changes. Now jumping over into the M1 Finance account, we can see overall this portfolio is up 16.66%. We still have some good market gains of $764, and our earned dividends continue to compound week after week, month after month. Now, this account within the past 2 years has generated over $1,200 of earned dividends. And we can see here that we have $76.12 sitting in the account. Now, there is a good chunk that just came in this past week. So between our last week's buy, we had a lot of dividends that were paid out last week. I believe there was maybe 20 some dollars. So this week right here, see, this past week was the 15th through the 19th. So starting right here at $5.20. Let's go ahead and bring out our handy dandy calculator, and 520 plus 476 plus 02 plus 187 plus 301 plus 492 plus 337, and that last one, 274, is a total dividend payout of $25.89 in a single week. So that's a massive amount of dividends just getting paid out from this account that is able to be reinvested back into the portfolio. So I'm really excited with Realty Income. This is a recent one that we started adding to during the March downfall, so I was really happy to get this one below $50. I also added quite a bit of bulk to Main Street Capital, and these two here are monthly paying REITs, and this one's actually a BDC. So between those, they'll pay almost $8 of dividends every single month going forward, along with my other quarterly paying dividend companies. So that's really nice to see. Now, as far as the performance here for the 1 week, we saw the other indexes up a little over 1%. This one performed pretty well, up 1.07%. We did earn some dividends of $4.94. That's going to be paid out to us in the future. but overall, most of our return was from market gains. Now, as far as the companies that did really well this week, we can see ABM Industries up 21.09%. Now, I added quite a bit to this one here in the recent upcoming the past few months, so I'm happy with where this position is at. I would like to add into it a bit more, but with the recent surge of 21%, I'll be probably holding off on that one in the future until it falls back into the red. We can see Kellogg's up 6.59, Walgreens 6.59, and Lowe's up 6.17. So quite a bit of positions up there, over 6%. Now, our worst performers are, of course, our retail, REITs, and Las Vegas are our casinos, and real estate investment trusts. So SPG 11.66%. So a lot of the retail companies out there, JC Penney's, Kohl's, Sears, all these companies that are within these malls are essentially not getting the traffic that investors or that these businesses really hope for. The JC Penney's here in my town is 50% off right now. I know that's happening quite a bit, around the nation, and other outlets just are not opening at all. Within the malls, the Tanger factory, some of the stores have decided that during this pandemic, instead of opening, having slower hours, having to pay employees, and just not having the traffic, they're just not going to be opening their doors. So here, the last couple of weeks, Tanger and SPG have done really well, but here they're kind of falling back and they are getting hit pretty hard. We also have Essex Property Trust and Las Vegas Sands, so casino. We see a couple of REITs, so REITs, utilities, and oil energy got hit pretty hard this past week, whereas the rest of the market was pretty positive. They got hit pretty hard. I'm actually surprised there to see quite a bit, even McDonald's down 1.38 this past week, and a few other positions. So just kind of an interesting mix there. Now, this is where we're going to be jumping into a bit of a different mix. So here, overall, we usually take a look here at the portfolio, and that's what we're going to be doing really quickly. But as far as what stocks are coming up in the upcoming months, this is where we're going to start using Seeking Alpha. Now, I had signed up with Seeking Alpha in the past, but I kind of went back to this one because I remembered it has a very useful tab here called the Dividends tab. So it's a free account. You just go over there, sign up for the Seeking Alpha, and then up at the top, well, actually, you'll want to click on your portfolio. So right here, you'll want to select your portfolio once you have logged in. And then if you ever have any specific companies that you want to add into your portfolio, you just go ahead and type in the ticker symbol up at the top, select the company, and you should be able to follow that company. Or if you want to add it into your portfolio, you just select add symbols, and then you can type in the symbol, add it into your portfolio, and by doing this you can see all the companies here that I have listed are all within the M1 Finance account, all 48 of them. I'm actually surprised that there's 48 different companies within this portfolio, but by selecting the dividends tab, you're able to see the upcoming X dividends. Now this is important because here we are at the very end of June, and I'd really like to know what companies here are going X dividend here in the upcoming weeks. We have WPC, Essex Property Trust, Realty Income, Cardinal Health, ABM Industries, Cisco Corporation, JP Morgan, the other Cisco Systems, Avi. Avi is something I'm really looking forward to going ex dividend here in July. One company here that I notice is not in here, but I know is, oh, it's right there. So they haven't done the announcement. They should be going ex dividend here in July. Looks like AT&T just hasn't announced it yet. But anyways, just kind of moving back down here. So WPC, Essex Property Trust, and Realty Income. Oh, we have four. So W, Essex, and O. So if we look over here, WPC is in the positive range. So here, WPC is up 12.68%. Essex Property Trust is up 0.64%. So it's not quite negative, not quite positive right there. So we're not going to be invested into those currently. Tomorrow's going to be pretty positive. Realty Income should be up here at the top as well, up 32%. So that one's in the positive. And Cardinal Health, this one's also in the positive area, I believe. Let's see if you can locate it here, right here. Cardinal Health up 13.08%. So really not a whole lot of companies that are negative that are going ex-dividend in the upcoming weeks. Now, as we make our way down into July, we have a few other selections here. So we have ABM, which is the one company here that just recently spiked by some 20 some percent. So let's see, where is ABM Industries? Taking a look right there. So it's up 49% currently. So that is not one we're going to be invested in. Cisco, so SYY. If it's not within these little areas right here, it's not going to be in the negative area. So Cisco's right there, up 18%. JP Morgan is one that I know is down in the negative right there, down 12.86%. So I'm actually pretty interested in continuing to buy a little bit more JP Morgan. It's on the higher, riskier side, with only 9 years of dividend growth, but it is one I would like to add more to. But if I were to just look at JP Morgan and AT&T, I would be more likely to invest in AT&T versus JP Morgan. The longer track record of 35 years of growing and paying out dividends versus 9 years of growing and paying out dividends is much better with AT&T versus JPM. Now, Cisco and Avi is pretty positive in all my accounts here. Avi should be up here towards, or maybe it's over here. Is it down here? No, I don't see it down there. So see if I can just do this. There, Avi, up 10.98%. And Cisco Systems, Cisco up there. So not a whole lot of positions. So what we're going to be doing is, I had initially planned to buy AT&T. I know we had bought it last week as well, but it's really hard to find other positions that are just kind of beat down here in the short term that I would actually want to average down into. Oh, I didn't see Ed. Ed is one I would like to buy more of, but it's not coming up on X dividend here for quite a while. I think the next time that it goes right there. So it goes X dividend every 2, 5, 8. So we still have a few months to go up until it does go X dividend once again. So what we're going to be doing today is splitting between JP Morgan and AT&T. So AT&T here should be going ex-dividend again in July. I believe it's the 1st of July normally, and then JP Morgan's is right there, right at the tail, right behind AT&T's performance. So that's what we're going to be kind of splitting it into. Now both of these companies are sort of on different, opposite ends of the spectrum. One is a communication, one is a financial. So we're going to go 76. And of course, I can't do math in the search bar, so we're going to have to use a calculator for that. So let's bring up the calculator. 76, 112 divided by 2. That's $38.06 into each holding. So we're going to go ahead and find AT&T right there. Hit buy. And go ahead and drop in 38.06 and confirm that buy. Next, we're going to go ahead and go back to our portfolio. Type in JP Morgan and go ahead and select that one as well and select buy and sell and go ahead and buy that one as well. I do believe with the rates currently falling as much as it has, JP Morgan is probably going to be one of those hit here in the short term. A lot harder than AT&T. I look at AT&T as a bond sort of stock that doesn't really have a whole lot of growth performance on it. You're going to get it between $27 to $37, and it's going to pay you a very nice yield of over 6%, whereas JP Morgan, it does fluctuate quite a bit. It has a bit of growth behind it with the appreciation of the company, as well as the appreciation of the dividend that it likes to pay out. So those were the two companies that we purchased this week. We purchased AT&T and JP Morgan. So that is going to be it for today's video. So we're going to go ahead and refresh this here. We can see stock futures are kind of holding still. So we'll kind of see how they open up in the morning, but let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think the market's going to be doing for this upcoming week? Do you think the market will be positive or negative? And also, what companies are you looking to invest in or have been invested in these past few weeks? So that is it. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and that is it. See you guys next time. Bye.